In tonight's Eastenders, Gloria Knight collapses after a courtroom outburst, raising fears for her survival. Meanwhile, Jay Brown receives shocking news from Nadine, altering his life. Additionally, former star Danielle Harold competes in a soap special of Celebrity Bridge of Lies, and Kelly Bright reflects on her character Linda's surprising role in the Christmas murder mystery. Gloria Knight of Eastenders crumbles following her outburst in court. Will she live? Will George ever have the opportunity to reconcile with the lady who reared him? In tonight's dramatic episode of Eastenders, Gloria Knight fell outside the courtroom shortly after losing her cool during her adoptive son George Knight's evidence against her husband, Eddie Knight. Gloria ultimately took the right action when she pushed George to testify against Eddie during Eddie's trial for the murder of George's biological father, Henry Kofi Asare. However, Eddie's menacing warning against Gloria during a confrontation made George reconsider giving a statement. George told his fiancée Elaine Peacock and ex-wife Cindy Beale about what had transpired, concerned about Gloria. They argued that Eddie was a fearful small guy who knew he was going to spend the rest of his life in prison. After deciding to take the stand, George was subjected to a harsh interrogation by attorney Warren Finn, who questioned George about his decision to back Eddie. George, who had just related his boyhood memories of Eddie attacking Henry, remained resolute and acknowledged he had been duped but was now speaking the truth. The attorney persisted in attempting to present racist Eddie in a positive light, but George argued that regardless of Eddie's outward appearance, hatred remained in his heart and that Henry's skin color might have been the difference between him being beaten and being beaten to death. Gloria objected from the gallery when the lawyer implied that George had invented the entire narrative to make up for the fact that his birth parents had rejected him. The barrister's insinuations disturbed George, but Gloria also showed her pride in him, and his daughter Anna Knight, Molly Rainford, commended him. As Gloria departed, Anna pleaded with her father to go talk to her properly, but, when George returned from the room, he discovered Gloria comatose on the floor. George yelled for assistance while Anna dialed for an ambulance. Will Gloria be alright? Please contact the website Stop Hate UK for independent and confidential support to those impacted by hate crimes, including confidential hate crime reporting services in many parts of the UK, if you have been affected by the issues surrounding racism and hate crimes discussed in this article. Visit BBC Action Line for additional help. Not many weeks have passed since Ben Mitchell's arrest on Eastenders, and Jay Brown has a significant confession to make. There will be more surprises for the Mitchell family in Eastenders, following Ben Mitchell's unexpected arrest and incarceration, which was one of several that occurred in recent weeks. When Jay Brown and Honey Mitchell receive their numbers for the London Marathon in later scenes, they are overcome with apprehensive excitement. However, Jay's shock quickly shifts the atmosphere. He looks at his phone and finds that Nadine has left him a voicemail stating that she needs to see him right now. Watchers will recall that Jay encountered Nadine last year, a sex worker who looked much like the late Lola Pierce, and she gave him ketamine at the end. After they shared a sexual encounter and Jay's drunk driving accident, their relationship ended. Jay delays responding to Nadine until he confides in friend Gina Knight because he is unsure of what to say. He quickly makes plans to meet Nadine when Gina gives him advice to ascertain her precise desires. Nadine breaks the devastating news that Jay is the father of her unborn child during their talk. Understandably taken aback, Jay dashes off to consider what he's been told. Nadine tells him why she didn't tell him sooner and is frustrated that he is burying his head in the sand as he struggles to accept it. When Jay turns to Gina for guidance once more, she advises him to tell his family right away to avoid the pressure of having to keep it a secret. Will Jay be able to inform Billy Mitchell, Honey, and Callum Highway when he gathers them, and if he can, how will they respond to this devastating news? Danielle Harold, an Eastender, will be back on television tonight for a soap opera special. She challenges the Lies Bridge. Danielle Harold, a former cast member of Eastenders, will be back on television on Saturday night for a Celebrity Bridge of Lies soap opera on BBC One. In the most recent episode of the game show, Danielle, best known for her time on I'm a Celebrity and her portrayal of Lola Pierce on Walford, competes against well-known characters from Coronation Street, Emmerdale, and Hollyoaks. Simon Gregson of Coronation Street, Chris Bisson of Emmerdale, Lucy Jo Hudson, a former Hollyoaks star, and Danielle put aside their rivalry in soap operas and faced the renowned Bridge as a team. Naturally, there's also another soap opera tie, Ross Kemp, a former Eastender, hosts Bridge of Lies. Danielle, you've had a massive storyline in EastEnders, Ross asks, alluding to the terrible death storyline of Lola. It must have been difficult saying goodbye to Lola. Danielle responds, yeah, that was rather challenging. A large-scale family narrative. Actually, I was anticipating my Uncle Grant's visit, but... Joking, Uncle Grant? I believe he was most likely preparing cocktails on a Portuguese beach. Or sipping them. Last week saw the return of Celebrity Bridge of Lies for a brand new 8-part season. In the high-stakes game program, Ross assists in guiding celebrity teams across an interactive studio floor bridge. In order to avoid losing the game, contestants are advised to tread on the truths and stay away from the lies. I have such a brilliant time filming the daytime version of Bridge of Lies, but there's something about the celebrity series that ramps up the jeopardy, Ross stated in a recent interview. Maybe it's because the celebrities are volunteering for charity, or maybe it's just that they have a reputation to maintain. The rivalry is more intense than ever, and the series this year is full with well-known figures. Pop stars, soap opera stars, and comedians leave their typical rivalries at the door because, as this show has taught us, teamwork is the only way to cross a bridge. But let's not forget, celebrities, it's Saturday night, so let's enjoy ourselves as well. The conclusion of the Christmas murder mystery on EastEnders shocked Kelly Bright. After killing Keanu, the actor's character Linda said she did not see it coming at all. What was it that you overlooked? According to Kelly Bright, the revelation that she was the Christmas killer on EastEnders shocked her just as much as it did the audience. In the festive plot of the BBC soap opera, Keanu Taylor was killed in the Queen Vic. As a gang of women known as the Six, Linda Carter, Kathy Beale, Suki Panesar, Stacey Slater, and Sharon Watts, covered everything up, fans were enthralled. It was discovered that Linda was the murderer, having murdered Keanu following his attack on Sharon. Why, what, and how? Bright revealed during an appearance on The One show that she never thought her alter ego would be the murderer. I was also unaware of it, she remarked. I was taken aback. It was completely unexpected by me. I had assumed that I would be the last to do it. I kind of went, oh okay, I can sort of see, after hearing how it was going to unfold. She is preventing him from killing her dearest friend, she does not mean to kill him. It's a desperate, insane, chaotic moment. On that day, a lot happens. Naturally, a lot occurs since it's Christmas Day in EastEnders. Everything kind of built up to this point. You know, I've been on the show for 10 years, and I did think it was a brilliant episode, she continued. I was honored to have been a part of it. Kelly Bright concealed something from her pals. Bright claimed that while her husband was aware that she was the murderer, her friends were unaware of the episode, which she had watched on Christmas Day at home. Oh no. Oh no. No 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 no, she exclaimed, gesturing to me as he sat on the couch beside her, as if he could stop me by holding my hand. Since most individuals were kept in the dark, it was entertaining to watch their reaction as well as that of our work WhatsApp group. It was a truly beautiful moment. It was hilarious, Bright continued. Please subscribe our channel.